you lock that door, got me smiling now. Woo, jaw really hit the ground. Yeah, smoking my shit seems.
Welcome back to another video, guys. So as you saw, that is my son. He's almost 8 months, and yeah, he's currently sleeping finally after crying and freaking out, and that is disgusting. What kind of stain is that? It's probably oil. Anyways, that is my son finally sleeping after being super annoying the past couple of hours. Just when he's tired, he screams and cries. Even when he's eating, diaper change, whatever the case, he just will scream until he's ready to sleep. Very dramatic. That is my son, so it's very typical that's how he'd be. But anyways, back to the video. So today I'm going to be going over exactly what I said in the last video, which is everything that I'm going to be doing during this winter time. This is my list and my top things that I plan on doing during this winter time of horrible, deadly storage. But yeah, let's get to it, guys. All right. So as you know, this is my 2003 Mustang GT 4.6 liter 2-valve, slow 2-valve. So before winter hits, I'm gonna have this car completed and painted. I got my bumper up there, which is gonna be painted to match the rest of the car. So that is number one that was on my list, is to fix the paint. Number two was actually to fix the quarter panel and some of the parts on there, but obviously it's not winter yet and those are fixed. So we're completing some things before winter, which is super exciting. My next thing I do plan on doing is the suspension. I plan on getting coilovers, probably adjustable coilovers, and I want new upper and lower control arms. I want, if I do not end up going coilovers, if I don't have enough money for that side of suspension, I do plan on doing new struts and shocks all around. But I'm not sure completely yet what I want to do. So for now, I just know that suspension is definitely going to be the next thing after this paint job, because I want the handling to be precise, because it's kind of bumpy and I want to replace ball joints and a bunch of stuff. And then the next thing after that, I do plan on, like I said, finishing the interior, meaning I want all the door trim, the dash, center console, and everything to be charcoal. So that will definitely be next. I want a new steering wheel and I want a new radio probably. I'm gonna wire in new speakers and a new subwoofer, which is gonna be easy. I have a cheap little kicker. It's kind of trash. So that's the next thing. And if there's any spots that I have to resand and repaint at the time, I will definitely throw that on my list. I have a bunch of stuff. I want to get a cowl hood or a Cobra 03 hood. I'm not too sure which one I want yet. I want new wheels. That is super important. Okay, so these wheels were universal basic $100 wheels. I absolutely hate them. I hate the tires. I hate everything about these wheels and tires. I mean, like, look how far it goes into the fender. It's disgusting. It was only temporary. So wheels and tires are going to be also thrown on that list. I have all sorts of random mods as well. Like, for example, I want probably the Bullet gas cover. I want the sequential taillights back there. I do have a really cool duckbill spoiler that I'm going to be doing as well. I already said I'm tinting the windows myself. I'm going to learn how to do that. Let's open up the hood because I want to show you what I plan on doing, like little things with the engine. So pop the hood. And while we're in here, I'm also going to be repairing this and either selling these or maybe keeping these, but I want to get bucket seats. That is another thing. That is definitely another thing. Oh, I also want to get a new door, which you guys have seen me bitch and complain about. All right. So in the engine, I want to get a new throttle body. I want to get a new cold air intake. I got to replace that idler pulley because I replaced the one really deep down there, but I want to replace that one. I want to get a new belt tensioner because that one doesn't make clearance for the Vortex supercharger. So in the future, if I do plan on going that route, I want that already replaced. I'm going to be doing a whole engine bay cleaning to make sure that everything's nice and clean. I'm going to replace fluids, make sure power steering is good, coolant, all the basic tune-up stuff. I'm going to do new spark plugs, coil pack, all sorts of things there. Throw on a new alternator and probably a new battery just because I want to refresh everything. So yeah, I'm going to be replacing hoses, pipes, and I'm going to do so much stuff. Hear that? That is a shitty hood latch. That is another thing on my list that is super annoying. Yeah, so those are my top things during the winter that I plan on doing. And when it comes to other mods, I do plan on fixing any of the paint. Like I said, I'm going to fix any of the paint if it needs to be fixed. And yeah, so far that is my list. Of course, there's so many extra things that I do have on my list, but it's my part 2/part 3 of winter, just in case, you know, the suspension and the things I want to do, you know, adds up really fast. So anything that I don't cover during the winter will just be throughout next year's spring and so on. But yeah, so basic stuff, but very important things to me. Like I said, the body was the first thing I wanted to do, as you see. So once this is painted and the windows are tinted, then the suspension will be done, and then the interior, and so far then the wheels and tires, and then the car will be almost complete, and then I can finally focus on the engine. I do plan on probably, if I can save up and do it before winter ends, I really hope I can. I want to get this engine refreshed, meaning that I want it to be rebuilt, so it starts off at 0 miles, and I want to get all sorts of things done to this engine to just get it ready for power. I'm still learning about that side of things, so obviously I know more about freaking body and paint and replacing things and making it look nice, but power is super important, obviously, when it comes to Mustangs, because the 2 valves don't have much power. So that is going to be definitely headed towards into spring of what I plan on doing, because I want it to make it look good first before the performance. That's just my personal preference. A lot of people want to put performance first, then body, but I'm starting a YouTube channel for a reason. You know, I want my Instagram to not have a beat up looking multicolor red truck colored car. And so obviously the body's going to come first to me as I decide, because I don't even know if I want to supercharge it, if I want to turbo it, if I want to build the bottom end for more power. I don't know if I want to just do a whole different engine. I don't know if I want to do a freaking Coyote swap, or, there's so many options. So that's why I'm not jumping immediately into the engine. I'm just going to do basic stuff: throttle body, cold air intake, doing a tune-up, and replacing and cleaning some parts. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of you understand what I mean, because there's so many options when it comes to these cars, what you could do with them. So I want more knowledge and research. And once most of my list is done, and I got that new suspension, and I have those new wheels and tires, that new paint, tint, etc., I'm sure by spring I'm going to know exactly what I want to do. But until then, I guess I'm just going to have to finish this list, make everything look pretty, and then go from there. So yeah, there's not much else to say besides that's my basic, most top important things on my list for winter. And of course, like I said multiple times, there's going to be more random things that I'm going to throw into the mix. Those are not the only things I'm doing, but those are the most crucial and important based on my order of what I want to do. So I'll see you guys in another video. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything I should add to my list, because I definitely need some advice, because I'm still learning everything, like I said. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.